Hello. This is whoever. Doesn't matter. I go by Skater Nova 71, and in this inherent video I'll be talking about different topics. Again, talking about similar topics. Dating in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Um and also um, mental and relationship wise dysphoria and what else? Also, my opinions on Coach Craven and Matt Cross and how they think about stuff, you know? And then let's just see where it takes. So, right now, I'm thinking about how people's opinions about how women go through dating in the 30s and 40s. They say that women they still feel like they have their cards, even though they're not as beautiful as they were in their 20s or late adult teens. And I think to myself, well, obviously that it's not exactly the case. In my eyes, like there's ugly ass guys, like I would say I'm ugly in a way, that get what they want sometimes, like, and they're just being their confident self, and it's a bit past genuine and authentic. They can get, like they say, like eights, nines, and tens, just being themselves and being funny and being having that merit, and which is kind of irritating. Merit is something that I don't really enjoy thinking about. But the thing is that it says that dating in their 40s is kind of difficult for them because they feel like they have all their cards and they get really angry and desperate for men. But also, like the guy that goes into the relationship and is part of the dynamics feel like the woman could just take away the kids and the guy doesn't have an opportunity to be a part of the kids or anything. And I just think to myself, like, we can't just hold on to so much about that. We can't. We obviously there's always going to be, and this is what I'm going to say, opportunistic. You can have that kind of sense of opportunity and kind of go that perspective. You don't have to think pessimistic about it. But same thing goes with men. They can hit the wall too, and they can look way worse than what they were in their 20s. Some people don't even look that really good until a certain age. Like, we're dealt these cards, and it's just like it, right? So continuing what I'm saying is that, like, it's just we have this issue of hypergamy and hypogamy in our culture, which is starting to go away a little bit, but the selfishness is starting to keep on going for some reason. It's like we feel selfish in a way, like we feel like we can get anything we want in a way. We can that's why we have like porn on for years. It's just been online, and we like some people just want to fap or something and just get it over with, and like we have this fast kind of resource now that's kind of irritating. It might be obsessive and seem good in their eyes, but something that's beautiful or really cute is not always good. And that's the importance of seeing past the looks and seeing into the person. So, are we really after looks? Are we really after the relationship? Like, they say when you hit red pill, you start to not love a woman as you originally did, like how you felt that pure love and stuff. But honestly, I don't. I'm not a red pill. I'm not a blue pill. I'm not black pill. So I don't see that perspective. I remember Coach Red Pill, Coach Red Pill. I used to watch talked about how like the situation of how you must be a person different than everyone you meet, and it's sort of like multiplicity. I want to call it that, but you have to understand that you're not the same person around every environment. You may seem sort of the see. There's a thing. You're sort of like that. You can change with everyone you're around, but you're sort of still the same person. That's the sameness that kind of perpetuates. And that's with yourself. Even with yourself, you're a different sameness every single area of your life, in your room, outside, inside, all those places. So I'm just saying, like, I appreciate women that are even not attractive. And there's some girls that are like a little bit obese that I actually feel like a spark with. And I don't know why that's the case. It's a different type of rating system that is beautiful and I love it. But I'm also tired of the looks department. Like, maybe it's because I never really got the chance to have like really attractive people in my life. I've had some, but I'm not I'm not don't have much experience in that. But honestly, like hitting your wall in your 30s is not a big deal because you can always go back. See, you can go back to that wall and repair it. That's what we have the resources for that. We can take care of our skin. We can do all these things, and obviously, makeup is a tool you can use to make yourself appear different. And if I wore makeup, I'd probably look. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really use it, but anyways, on to the ideas of relationship dysphoria. So this kind of thing, if if there is more people with this relationship dysphoria sensation where they change how they are in a way, we'll have more dynamics, different different probable outcomes, and more people getting what they truly desire, but not exact. We never truly get exactly what we want. We will get something similar to what we want. And I'm just thinking like that's just so cool to think about that. Think about the possibilities of what could change, what could be different, and more and more on. Like they say that men get their in their prime in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. I don't know. Like I have to say it like this. There's the two dominance hierarchies like that. One side, and on the other side, the the women that are on top 10% are after the ones. No, no, no. The women that are on the bottom are after the men on top. The men on the bottom are after the women on the. No, wait. Men. It's just inverse. Like, women are after older men are after younger women. But I don't like to see it that way. Like, we don't have to pay attention to that. It's just a thing that happens to me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we have to change. Just me having this perspective gives me more hope in life, makes me feel great. Obviously, I haven't had the opportunity of like talking to a lot of women in these past few weeks because I've been concentrating on myself, honing my abilities to do that stuff to help myself in the moment. And then after these videos, I have a long time to think. It's sort of like inquiry, not much like a workshop. It used to be sort of like a workshop, but more intertwined with my reality and focusing and doing all that stuff. And it's just cool. It's nice. And then we get into different topics revolving creativity on how you can present yourself. You see this acting situation of like this 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 character that's said to be multiplicity is different, a kind of different act that you put on, but it's not necessarily like an actor. It's an emulation of what you're trying to come off as, and it's similar to what your friends show you, what your family is, and you have this inherent amalgamation of what you bring out. So the greatest thing you can do, or good thing you can do, is like hone into your acting skills by not showing that you're not an actor, but you're honing the skills of an actor, trying to present yourself in a different way, and it's actually quite intriguing to do that because like don't be too much of an opportunistic. Understand that there's some opportunities you can grasp towards, but in my eyes, I've experienced a lot of like amazing, informative things in my life just by going slow. Just be slow. Like Bruce Lee, water can flow or it can crash, but if you just let it flow, but even understand the short flows, the minuscule or the very slow rush, even in fighting, the slow rush, that thing Bruce Lee does when he gets like a closed fist punch and he somehow gets person flying distant. That's like the threshold of our body. It's not energy. It's just that 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 flow, that state. It's not the same state everyone's in, but sometimes you can get so much into that instinct that you feel really slow, and it's amazing. And we should focus on that instead of focusing on trying to like there's slow science, slow movement, and all this stuff. And I read it on Wikipedia. It's quite entertaining, and I think I'm gonna make a page on that. I'm gonna make it one of my focuses on this channel is slow movement. So that's all I gotta say for now. That was all my topics, but keep in touch, comment, subscribe, like, and yeah.